Hi, since both classes that I teach are doing pretty much the same thing this week, I'm going to be using the same video. In fact, it's virtually identical. So you're going to read through the little introduction here, and we have the overview here. So we are dealing with paraphrasing and documentation, and I'll give you a pretty intensive little review of doing documentation. It's really not that complicated, and how to paraphrase. So this takes practice, obviously, and it takes the right kind of vocabulary. In other words, you have to understand the original in order to paraphrase it. So you're looking through these pages, 80 to 157 in the Siegel Handbook. That doesn't mean, as I explained here, that you have to know everything in those pages. And you can read through here. I'm making the point here that you shouldn't probably utilize these skills only when you're writing a research paper. It frees you if you know how to use them for any kind of paper, academic or otherwise. Alright, so I have a couple of funky lectures on MLA and paraphrasing. So after you've done this and really thought about this, you need to go in and look at those. Take the quiz when you're ready this week. It's a 20-pointer. You get 90 minutes. You get 2 tries on this. If you're not satisfied with your first, you can take it again. Okay? And then there is a marks of correction presentation, the marks that I use. So go through that, and it actually should be fun. But you go through and see if you can guess a correct mark. Okay? And there's a quiz over that. You get 2 tries at that one too. It's a 20-pointer. Okay? Then the current controversy. This is about Colin Kaepernick's refusal to stand up for the national anthem. It excites all kinds of strong opinions, and so we're going to get into that. And that's pretty much it for that section. So let's go back and take a quick look. So that's the hard copy of the marks correction. This is the show. It's a PowerPoint show. So I'm not going to get into it, but you can do that. Okay, so here is the infamous instructor eats a page lecture. And this quote, you're supposed to think about this quote and see what you think it means and really grapple with putting it in your own words before you view the lecture, okay? See what you think that means. And then you have another one. So you have another quote from Bertrand Russell for this low-tech, I call it, lecture, which shows how to put the pieces together for integrating quotations and using information from other sources in your own essays. So, and this applies to forums too. So here what I really want you to do is think about this quote. Here it is. And I didn't give you a separate copy of this. But think about it, write it out, print it out, however you want to do it. Reflect on it, put it in your own words before viewing that video. Put it in your own words first and have it handy while you view the video. And here is the forum itself this week. So you've got 2 hot, that you hover over, hot articles, so to speak. So read each of those. This one is just the basic background of the controversy in case you know nothing about it. And this one is very dated. It goes back to 2008, but it gives some really pretty thought-provoking insights into patriotism. We've had a lot of back and forth about patriotism of late, and some groups claiming that they're patriotic and other groups aren't. And, it gets to the Second Amendment business, and as if to say, well, only certain people are Second Amendment people. we can all be Second Amendment people. We don't have to all agree on gun control issues, but that's not the exclusive private possession of a certain group of people. That's BS of the highest order. So similarly, we hear a lot about, well, I'm patriotic because of my beliefs, but you're not. Again, no one individual or group has a monopoly on patriotism. So what we're trying to get at here is maybe instead of bashing the opponent, as I say, taking an argument or two of the opponent and responding to those arguments. We're not doing something on the level of tweets. Oh, spare me. There was a tweet about this issue, and the hot-headed tweeter commented that Colin Kaepernick ought to be given to ISIS and all this stuff. Well, no matter what you feel emotionally about what Colin Kaepernick did, you're not patriotic because you disagree or agree with him. So you're looking in part two at your own definition of patriotism. All right, so that's the hot button, hot fuse forum. And then it's just kind of a matter of making sure you do what you're supposed to do. Take the quizzes, and they're down here. And that's pretty much your week. Next week we get into more course content, but we want to lay the groundwork the best we can this week.